Right? That was back in the 80s, my nigga. He didn't know shit about the case. They all got exonerated. He was trying to push for the death penalty before these motherfuckers even, from my understanding, before they even went to trial. So you worried about motherfucking Biden and passing a crime bill, right? And to Biden's point, a crime bill that's going to be related to niggas who actually do crimes, right? It ain't like I'm going to create this crime bill and just make criminals out of niggas who ain't criminals. Trump made criminals out of niggas who were not criminals and tried to give them niggas the death penalty. So, as much as you might think, oh man, Trump gave me a check. Trump gave me this. Okay. All right. That shit game. Now, what does he really do when he in his own, where he ain't got to cater to nobody, right? Because he has to cater to you right now, right? He has to, in some way, keep you somewhat happy, right? So he has to do certain things. But man, come on, man. His lawyer called him a racist. That was the nigga who was with him every day, right? Doing his deals, paying off motherfuckers. He's like, this motherfucker can call people niggers, all kinds of shit. So you got to be careful with what this dude did for you now and why he's doing that for you now. And I don't believe he did shit for you, to be honest. I believe it's the same situation that occurred with Obama. They was talking about even how the jobs and shit, right? Like, yeah, mounts more people they were just counting jobs. Those motherfuckers walking around had to get 3 jobs. Yeah, the employment rate went up, but are you counting how many individual people have a job? No, you count motherfuckers with 3 jobs because they gotta get a job. Because the one job they have don't pay shit, so they gotta get another job. Then they gotta get another job, right? So don't get it all the way confused. So I would just be careful about that shit. You understand? You understand me? Biden is not for the black community. Neither is Trump. Like, let's get that clear. Just so we're clear, right? Neither is Trump. Right? Right. They count employment rates. So when you get into, I don't know why people don't understand this. When they were talking about that the employment rate was going through the roof, niggas looked back and saw that was like, oh yeah, it is going up, but it's some of it is due from people having to get multiple jobs. It ain't had shit to do with just one person, one job. No, my nigga. It was one person had to get 3 jobs to just afford the quality of life that they have right now. You understand? I know you don't want to believe that. You don't have to. I don't really give a fuck if you do or not. But if you're going to come to me with it, I'm going to hit you with these facts. Because I know facts make you niggas' stomach hurt. Like, this bitch nigga, do something about it. Right? That's part of that equation. The other side of that piece is, you say Biden isn't for black people. I don't necessarily agree with that, to be honest. I believe that I don't need somebody to be for me. I just need somebody to not be against me. That's the difference. Right? I don't need you to be for me. I don't give a fuck if you for me. I need you to not be against me. Trump is against you. Right? Trump is against people of color. He don't fuck with you. Right? Now, Biden may not be for you, but at least the nigga's not against you. He may have been against you in the past, right? But he's not against you now. But this motherfucker Trump definitely is. Right? And Trump's going to be against you when he leaves office. He's still not finna let niggas, this Do you understand what the fuck I'm saying to you? Trump made his money from apartment buildings. That's where his family gets their money from in New York. They had language in their contracts where they marked people of color with a C. And when people of color came in, they told them that they didn't have any apartments. When a white person went in, they showed them all kinds of shit. How is this true? Because they did an investigation. Because this one group was sending in whites and blacks undercover so they could see what was going down. That sounds like this nigga's for you? Does Biden have anything like that on his motherfucking record? Well, he got segregation. I personally believe that segregation fucked us, right? Like integration kind of fucked us, right? A little bit. Not all the way, but a little bit, right? Because we were searching for equality at the sake of equity. So we got equality, but we got bullshit in terms of equity. We got teachers who treated us like shit. But we were able to go to the same school, but we went to the same school where the teachers still treated us differently. We got ADHD. We got this. We got da-da-da-da-da. Right? You still teaching us about Christopher Columbus and how Thomas Jefferson was a great man. Yeah, that's what happened. You went to that integrated school with the new chemistry lab, and these motherfuckers teaching you that Christopher Columbus discovered America and that Thomas Jefferson was a great man and George Washington chopped down a cherry tree. All these niggas had slaves. Right? Teach you about the Declaration of Independence, but you only read the preamble. You don't read the rest of it, which is super racist. Calling niggas savages, all kinds of shit. But that's what they teach you at that integrated school. Right? A teacher who don't really give a fuck about you because you black. How can you be how can you be a minority and support? How can I be a minority? Nigga, we're not a minority. Nigga, we black. It's 1 billion motherfucking black people on this planet. What are you talking about? See, you affixed to the United States of America, meaty baby, and you just assume that, oh, you're a minority, so you got to just back up all the bullshit that other minorities do. Nigga, in about 20 years, we finna be the majority. That's why these white people and Proud Boys and KKK is going crazy. Because eventually, people of color and not black people, Latinos, will be the majority in this motherfucker, right? But nigga, we black. We not just American. Like we're African American. Like we're black people. Like we're spread out across the whole fucking planet. So we might be a minority here, but even being a minority here, that don't mean just because you in the minority that you got to back up all this bullshit that niggas pushing, right? I don't fuck with the KKK. I don't fuck with the KKK. Right? I don't fuck with the KKK. Now, you show me where Biden fuck with the KKK, then we'll have a difference of opinion. Now, I've studied the KKK profusely. Nigga, I got their Bible, literally. I study this shit for real. You don't have this. I know you don't have this, meaty baby. I know you don't have this. I know the inner workings and the organizational structures and the history of the motherfucking KKK like it's on my fucking coffee table at all times. You show me where Biden supports the KKK, nigga, I give you my cars. Secondly, I have police in my family. I fuck with the police. I fuck with killers and drug dealers too. Fuck with prostitutes, military niggas, and I fuck with everybody. Right? As long as you not against me, we cool. You ain't gotta be for me. A lot of niggas are against you. Just like it's a lot of white people that's against you. And probably some Mexicans thrown in that bitch. And some Chinese that are against you. I don't fuck with them. I'm just not immediately going to resist the motherfucker because he's not for me. That's fine. You don't have to be for me. I don't have to be for you. But I'm not finna actively be against you. And that's the difference. Right? So you ain't gotta fuck with Biden. You don't. And just because you don't fuck with Biden shouldn't automatically mean that you fuck with Trump either. Right? Or if you fuck with Biden, that you fuck with the KKK and you fuck with segregation, you fuck with this and you fuck with that. We can get into each one of those details and pieces and parts and see all sides of the story and see what was good, what was bad, what niggas actually should have kept to, what niggas should have left the fuck alone, what niggas should have just let slide and what niggas shouldn't have let slide. Right? But we can't rewrite history. We got to deal with where the fuck we at right now. History of the KKK don't mean shit in the face of what we're dealing with today. Right? So if you niggas want to live like it's 1965, right? And that you and Huey finna be walking around with shotguns on the Capitol steps, I'm not finna be with you. But you can rock out. All day. Do that shit. Yeah, you should have a copy of the KKK Bible. Why wouldn't you have that? I also have a collection of the money that bought slavery, that bought slaves underneath my coffee table. Yeah, I got all that shit. I want to interface with all of it. So yeah, why wouldn't you have a KKK Bible? Why wouldn't you want to know where these niggas live? And what they do and what they think and how they see and how they read. What they read, what their structure is. Because they know that shit about you. You don't think that KKK has a copy of the autobiography of Malcolm X? You don't think that they're reading W.E.B. Du Bois? Right? You don't think that they probably know souls of black folks better than you do? But you don't want to touch their shit because they got KKK written on it? Because for some reason, getting into the investigating, doing reconnaissance on their shit is race trading? What are you, stupid? Right? I thought that was what we're supposed to be doing, right? When you studying for a football game, you don't just play Madden, right? Football games practice ain't just everybody finna sit around and play fucking Madden all day and then you go out there and do it. No, nigga, you finna watch their tapes. You finna figure out who the quarterback is. You finna figure out what his weaknesses is. You gonna study their last game. You gonna send niggas to their games to sit and watch. The coach gonna take the quarterback. Y'all finna sit way up in the bleachers and watch these niggas. Like, look, you see him right there. That motherfucker, like, yeah, we need to make sure we got such and such on him and da 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 da. You gonna come back to the table with all information. You ain't finna just come back and play no fucking Madden. That's why you niggas